Hey everybody, what's up? I just wanted to get on here and talk about an issue that has been on my mind for a while but haven't gotten the chance to talk about. I know there are so many things I wanted to talk about for a while but haven't had the chance to discuss because I've been very preoccupied with a lot of stuff, including with a lot of other topics that I used to discuss in the past, but I don't anymore because I've gotten sick of the whole the other stuff I was talking about before. That's done and over with. So now I'm moving on to other topics and other stuff going on in the world today. And there's an issue, there is a person that I wanted to address in particular. And there's actually a few people that I wanted to address. It's an overseas issue. It's about this guy that was the president of Peru, the country of Peru in South America, that turned out to be a fucking murderous dictator. He is a murderous dictator. His name is Alberto Fujimori. First of all, Fujimori ran Peru from 1990 to 2000. He ended up getting charged with crimes against humanity, kidnapping, murder, and everything. He ordered death squads on people he disagreed with, illegal search and seizures. He ordered death squads on people, and he ended up getting 25 years in prison without parole. Good. I think that is great. Because first of all, I just want to say this. I think Alberto Fujimori is a disgusting human being. I think he's a horrible person. He's one of the worst human beings to ever inhabit the face of the earth. He is fucking disgusting. He's a tyrant. He's a dictator. He's a murderer. He's a horrible person by every stretch of the imagination. And there's this big cult following behind him about how, he did nothing wrong. He transferred Peru. He did all this good stuff that he did. Really? Okay. Really? Alright, so for those of you who think he's so fucking great, he's so great, yeah, okay, he's so great, right? A guy that opens death squads on innocent people who he fucking disagrees with is a good person? Really? This is the stage of where we're at now? Is it because he's on the right wing? Is that why a lot of people are defending him? Now look, I don't give a shit if he was a left-wing dictator or a right-wing dictator. I don't fucking care. This is somebody who has murdered his own people for no apparent reason. This is a person who has murdered people he has disagreed with. But people think that, he saved Peru, he did all this stuff, he's a hero, he did all this stuff like that. He's not. He's a scumbag, he's a horrible fucking person, he's a piece of shit, he's disgusting, he's a sicko, he's a scumbag, he's a horrible fucking person. He's just a bad person. And not only is he a bad person, he's a fucking spineless coward. You want to know how he's a spineless coward? He attempted to resign his presidency via a fax. I shit you not, a fucking fax. I'm under investigation for crimes against humanity, so I'm going to resign via fax. I'm going to use my fax machine over here. This is like me over here with my fax machine. Look at me, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do it with my fax machine. You just press this button here, and man, talking in front of everybody, that's such a fucking pain in the ass. I'm just gonna use this little fax machine right over here and give me a fucking break. Are you really gonna sit here and tell me that someone who really thinks that what they did was, if he really had any kind of, he felt good about what he did, or he knew he didn't do anything wrong, then why did he resign? And more importantly, why did he resign via a fucking fax? Who does that? You know who does that? A spineless fucking coward who's a dictator. Just like all the dictators of the world. Hitler, Pol Pot. Mao Zedong. All of them. You go down the list. Yes, there were many right-wing dictators in Latin America. They're bad. Like this one, this fucking piece of shit right here. This fucking sick bastard who opened up death squads and kidnapped innocent people. Yeah, he's a fucking scumbag. And yeah, I would say the same thing if he was a left-wing dictator. So don't come in here and give me this bullshit that I wouldn't say anything. Oh, I'm just saying something because he's right-wing. Bull fucking shit. I would be saying the same thing if he was a left-winger too. Because a dictator is a dictator. I don't fucking care. Okay? I don't care. Okay, I think the Supreme Court of Peru that locked this scumbag up is good. I commend them for doing this. Okay? This is justice for the victims. This is justice for all of the victims of this scumbag. This is justice. This is justice. And I commend the Supreme Court of Peru for locking this sick, disgusting piece of shit in prison, and I hope he rots in prison for the rest of his life. Now, let me give you some backstory here. There was this thing called the Barrios Altos Massacre, the La Junta Massacre, Operation Chauvin de Huanter Massacre. These are all military, you just go down the list here. It was, there's all these things. Now let's read this. Several organizations criticized Fujimori's methods against Shingpath and the MRTA that were Marxist groups and everything else. Okay, first of all, I don't like Marxism. I don't condone Marxism. Okay, I don't condone that either. But does that mean kill people who are Marxist? No. It's disgusting. Okay? You don't go around killing people who you disagree with. It's fucking disgusting. And I would say the same thing if this Marxist group went and killed people in Fujimori's party. I would be saying the same thing. It's disgusting. Fujimori alleged associations with death squads is currently being studied by the Inter-American Court of Human Rights. The members of the death squads, and I'm going to link all this in the comments. Not the comments. I'm going to link this in the description below. I'm definitely going to do that. There's all kinds of documentation from human rights organizations that have called out this piece of shit for what he's done. He's a scumbag. He's a fucking horrible person. He's literally, what he did is no different than what Hitler did. Killing people who are a different class than you. Pol Pot, Hitler, you go down the list. It was a so-called dirty war, is what it was. That's exactly what it was. Peru court sentences Fujimori to 25 years in prison. Now, this was a while ago. So he got 25 years for the 25 murders for the death squads during his 10-year rule. It was a 3-judge panel. He said he would appear. He said he would appeal. And he just says, he's going to appeal. He's going to do all this. He's going to do that. And I think this is good. I think this is historic. I think every single dictator should be locked up for human rights violations. This is good. Fujimori is a scumbag. He's a horrible person. He's a piece of shit. Okay? He should have got life in prison. Or actually, I would argue if he got the death penalty, I wouldn't be opposed to that either. Okay? Because he killed innocent people he didn't agree with. He's a murderer. He's a fucking murderer. And then it's just he did so much stability after the violence and hyperinflation of the Garcia years. It was, his Fuja shock and his policies, his market-friendly policies. That's all you hear. You hear this fucking mumbo-jumbo from all these people that credit him like he's this great guy. Like he saved Peru. Yeah, he saved Peru so much he opened up death squads against people he didn't fucking agree with. So yeah, he saved Peru, all right. He saved Peru. He saved Peru by murdering innocent people. Yeah, that's the polar opposite of saving people. That's not saving people. Saving people is when you actually save lives. You're saving lives. You're saving jobs. You're saving innocent human dignity. That's what it would be if, like, say, like, oh, you know, he saved Peru. He did all this and that. No, he didn't. How does a person who has opened up death squads against innocent people and kidnapped people and committed bodily harm and just did all this stuff, open up illegal search and seizures, how is that someone who saved a country? So like what? We want to go say Hitler saved a country? Want us to go say, oh, Pol Pot saved the country from those evil right-wingers or anything else? No, shut the fuck up. You fucking stupid idiots. You defend this stuff. You keep in mind who you are defending here before you defend a murderous dictator. Try to help yourself if you can. I don't find that attractive. It's good, okay? And I'm glad that the Peru Supreme Court opened up the balls and prosecuted this scumbag. I'm glad that they did. I'm glad that they did. And I wish more fucking countries around the world with dictators out there did the same thing. Because one less piece of shit in the world. And so he was in court. He has to serve his entire sentence. So then, what happened here? Fujimori got a pardon. He was pardoned. The scumbag got pardoned. He got pardoned by the then president, Pedro Pablo. That's great. On a so-called humanitarian pardon. And guess what? Peru's Supreme Court overturned his pardon. They nullified his pardon and put him back in prison. They threw him right back in prison. Good. He doesn't deserve special treatment. Well, last time I checked, how is a human rights violation a non-parolable offense under international law? It's not. Neither is it under Peruvian law, nor is it under international law. So think about who you are defending here. Before you open your big fucking trap, your big cocksucking trap, think about who you are defending here. Before you want to try and defend a murderous dictator. Think about it. Think about it. So, Peru Supreme Court keeps Fujimori in jail. Peru Supreme Court has confirmed the annulment of a pardon which was granted to former President Alberto Fujimori, leaving him in prison. Good. The Supreme Court in October overturned a pardon bestowed by then President Pedro Pablo Kaczynski on Fujimori, who was serving a 25-year prison sentence for crimes against humanity. The 80-year-old then spent more than 100 days under custody at a private health clinic until he was jailed in late February. The former strongman's lawyers appealed the decision to revoke the pardon, but it was maintained by the Supreme Court on Wednesday. The court earlier ruled that the pardon which Kaczynski granted the alien Fujimori on humanitarian grounds was not justified. No, it was not. Okay? He's getting what he deserves. Oh, he's in ill health? Good. He deserves it. He deserves every horrible thing coming his way. I hope he rots in prison. I hope he fucking dies in prison. And when he dies in prison, I hope he dies in the most painful, horrible way humanly possible. And then look at him here. Look at him all innocent, waving his hand like how he is and everything. Look at him in his wheelchair there. Look how like he is. You know what I would do? And I know I'm really horrible for even saying this, but if I ever saw him, you know what I'd do? I'd tip over his fucking wheelchair. I'd tip him over. And he'd say, what was that for? I'd just tip the real little piece of shit over in his wheelchair. And he'd be like, what was that for? I'd say, that's for you murdering innocent people. Fuck you. Fuck you. I would tip him over in his wheelchair and I'd flip him off. Then you know what? He deserves, and he deserves a death squad sent after him. How do you like it, scumbag? Fucker. How do you like it? How would you like it if I opened up a death squad on you, motherfucker? Okay? And under no circumstances would I ever advocate for beating up someone in a wheelchair. But when it is a person who has murdered innocent people and is kidnapped, God knows how many people he actually did murder and kidnap, okay? That is nothing less than what he deserves. He deserves a good ass kicking. He deserves the shit kicked out of him. Fuck him. Fuck him. Deserves every horrible thing coming his way. And I hope it does. I hope he does die in prison. I hope he rots in prison. I hope the old, grizzled, old, disgusting, rotting cocksucker rots in prison for the rest of his pathetic, miserable life. And I hope he rots and I hope he dies a slow, painful death. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if there is a hell, Fujimori will be in it, and I hope he burns in the most fiery part of hell humanly possible, if there is one. So then I did a little bit more research about the fucking piece of filth. And he's begging not to go back to prison. He begged not to go back to prison. Now, let me just say this. The president who granted Fujimori, the cocksucker, who granted him a pardon, who granted this grizzled old disgusting cunt a pardon, deserves to go to jail too. Because you are aiding and abetting a murderer. You are giving literally aid and comfort. Okay? You're literally granting the pardon. You are pardoning a person who has murdered innocent people, you fucking retard. And then I read somewhere, and then there was some document, or some article or document, whatever the fuck ever. I can't find it in here, but if I could, I would link it in the description. And if I do, I will link it in the description. I will link it in the description at some point or another when I get the chance. But now, the court did the right thing. Peru's Supreme Court has a lot more balls than a lot other parts of the world. Because anywhere else, okay, say in this country, the U.S., okay, imagine if someone did that. Because, politicians in this country, they get granted for corruption. Look at fucking Goldman Sachs. Look at AIPAC. Look at AIPAC and all these pro-Israeli groups. Look at all these people. Look at all of the benefits they get. How all these politicians, the Democrats and the Republicans, of course, they all get all these benefits and everything else by being corrupt. Hillary Clinton, Goldman Sachs. The Republicans, Trump, his hotels, all of them, they're all corrupt. Every one of them, the Bushes. Every one of them. Now here's a question. Why didn't Bush go to prison for murdering innocent people when he invaded Iraq in 2003 and killed a minimum 200,000 people in a war based on a lie? And tortured innocent people and tortured a bunch of innocent people at Abu Ghraib, and all these other places. The torture, the sexual abuse. Why didn't Bush go to prison? Why didn't Dick Cheney go to prison? All these other fucking scumbags. Why didn't they go to prison? Because they don't. Because the Supreme Court in Peru has a lot more balls than the Supreme Court in this country and the Supreme Court in the rest of the world. And now we got Fujimori begging for forgiveness. Okay, so, and I'm going to link this other article in the description too. Former Peruvian strongman Alberto Fujimori is pleading with the current president not to send him back to prison, saying it would be a death sentence. Anything less than a death sentence is too lenient for you, scumbag. Fuck you. So trying to act like you're the victim. You're not the victim, Fujimori. You are a disgusting, sick, twisted, murderous tyrant and a scumbag bastard who has killed and kidnapped and inflicted torture and bodily harm on innocent people. And anything less than a death sentence is nothing less than what you deserve. And to any of my liberal listeners, I'm not like, even if he did get the death penalty, I would not be opposed to that. Some people deserve it. Some people literally deserve it. He's disgusting. He's sick. Please don't kill me. I wish someone did. I wish one of your death squads went after you. It's payback. It's karma. Please do not kill me, Fujimori begged from a hospital bed message to President Martin Vizcarra. If I return to prison, my heart will not support it. It is too weak to go through the same thing again. Don't sentence me to death, I can give no more. Yeah, your heart will not support it. Your black evil heart, your black heartless heart will not support it. Because you don't have one. Because you don't have one, you sick fucking bastard. You don't have one. You killed a bunch of innocent people. You deserve to rot in prison. And I hope you do rot in prison, Fujimori. You're disgusting. You're fucking disgusting. Fuck you and fuck everything about you. You are sick in the head, what you did to these innocent people. You are fucking sick, Fujimori. You are fucking sick, and you deserve to rot in prison the rest of your life, and you deserve to hang your fucking head in shame forever. Fucking shame on you for what you did, and you should be fucking goddamn ashamed of yourself for what you did to these innocent people. Fuck you, and hang your fucking head in shame forever. I don't fucking care what the excuses are about what he did, or the fact that, oh, economic growth, or what he did for Peru. I don't fucking care. He is a sick bastard. He deserves to rot in prison, and he needs to hang his fucking head in shame forever. And in his prison cell, like the dead, rotting corpse that he is, and I hope that that comes to him sooner rather than later, because it would be nothing less than what he deserves. Fuck you, Fujimori. Fuck you. You're a sicko, and you should be fucking ashamed of yourself for what you did. Go to fucking hell. Fuck you, and fuck everything about you. And fuck every other person who murders innocent people for no apparent reason. Fuck them. Fucking piece of shit. Rot in prison, Fujimori. Rot in fucking hell. And I commend Peru's Supreme Court for putting this piece of shit behind bars. Okay? Because I am questioning Pedro Pablo, who granted this fucking piece of filth a pardon. I really do. I really, really do. I am questioning him. I am judging him hard for what he did. He's just as much of a fucking idiot as Fujimori is. And he's under investigation for the pardon too, I think, or he was facing impeachment or something. Good. I hope more Supreme Courts in the rest of the world does something about this, and I hope this fucking bullshit ends. I hope all these murderous dictators and all these other people, I hope they all go to prison, because when you are the leader of a country, you work for them. They don't work for you. Remember that. Dissent is the greatest form of patriotism. Piece of shit. Fuck you, Fujimori. You're a sick bastard. Hang your head in shame forever. Rot in hell. Rot in fucking prison. I hope the worst comes your way. You're a scumbag. Burn in fucking hell if there is one. You deserve every bad thing coming your way. Anyways, I'm going to probably end this for now. It's already 22 minutes, and I don't want to, start fucking stuttering and repeating myself. But thank you all for listening. This is the type of stuff I'm going to start talking about more on my channel. It's probably controversial. If you know anything more about this scumbag, leave a comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you want to argue, you want to debate, have a debate on how great Fujimori is, you want to do it, bring it on. Bring it the fuck on. Fucking put your fucking comment in here and you argue with fact as to how this guy who killed innocent people and ordered death squads and kidnapped innocent people is a good person. Because I'll be willing to hear. And I will be willing to hear. I'm a libertarian. I hear both sides of the argument. Okay? I hear both sides of the argument. But when it comes to murder, that's not an argument. Because I guarantee you, anybody who tries to defend this scumbag, they will be proven wrong. They will be proven fucking wrong. And I'm not saying I'm right, I'm wrong, whatever. It's a fucking opinion. No, opinions are like assholes. Opinions are like anuses and rectums. Everybody's got one. So, fuck Fujimori. Kudos to the Supreme Court of Peru for putting the scumbag behind bars. I hope he rots in prison for good. I hope he gets every horrible thing coming his way. I hope he ends up falling and rotting in hell like all the other horrible dictators have in history. He will go down as one of the worst human beings to ever inhabit the face of the earth. And I'm not saying he's like, oh, he's the worst, he's the number one worst or whatever. But he's one of the worst, that's for sure. That's for damn sure. But anyways, I'm going to end this for now. Thank you all for listening, and I'll be uploading more soon. I got more stuff to talk about. I'll upload more during the week. It's getting pretty late. I have to head to bed because I have work in the morning, and I'll talk to you guys soon. This is Zach the Celtics guy. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening to my ramblings. That's what I'm here for. To ramble, rant, entertain, and talk about this. Anybody wants me to talk about some stuff, link some stuff in the description. Give me your suggestions. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you guys soon. So peace. Have a nice day. Bye for now. This is Zach the Celtics guy signing off. Good night, everybody. Peace out.